Hello, everybody, and welcome to Select Your Players Anime Podcast number 3. I'm Thomas.
Jared.
I'm Jackson.
And we have a very special guest star with us. His name is...
Richard.
Richard.
The Guru.
Our anime priest guru / all-knowing one.
Unfortunately, Joseph couldn't be here today.
Or
he had
Johnny.
other things to do. But we got Richard.
You got Richard here.
And today we're going to talk about Trigun. It's a Trigun episode. So, Thomas, what are we talking about today?
Let's see. Alright, guys. Best moments in the Trigun anime, by the way, not the manga. None of us have really read the manga. I've read some of it. It's pretty much completely different. So
It really is.
we're going to really stay to the anime, and it's the anime that we love. I recently just watched all of it. It was like a marathon of like 3 days. After I got home from work, I'd watch it, and then bam, I got done with it. It was awesome. So, alright guys, best anime Trigun moments. Do we have any? Anybody have some?
Start us off, Jared.
I'm just going to go with the obvious one, the last fight with knives and
You
Vash.
bastard. You bastard.
When, you think he's gonna just die, but then Wolfwood's like, needle logging, it's right there. Punches the ground, the big gun comes out and shoots knives.
It's like he was watching
So
Wolfwood!
And it's awesome because it's brother against brother. And me, Thomas, have brothers, so we're like, how could you just fight your brother?
How could you just...
Richard, I forgot, I'm sorry.
Richard also has a brother.
But how could you fight your brother to the
And
death?
how could you hate your brother that much that you want to kill them?
Well, Knives is pretty evil.
It's really a dick. Like,
He's my favorite character, to be honest. Even though you only see him for like one episode, really.
I actually like him as a character. Like, he really plays his part really, really well. But he is
psycho bastard.
100% to the core.
He hates humans.
Do you remember when he was hunting down Rim's ancestor? When Vash was, and then he like showed up, was like, "Hi, Vash," and there's like this guy's brains
just
splattered all over the table. He's like, "Hello." I'm like, "Oh my god, this guy's psycho."
Guys, his name at birth was Knives?
Millions Knives is his name.
I mean, you can't, you kind of set him up a little bit, guys. Way to go, humanity.
What's even more evil about that scene is he's like, I got you a gift. And he tosses him his gun, and then he just snaps and makes Vash kill a whole town.
Snaps, he activates the thing in the gun.
The angel arm.
The gun breaks.
The gun breaks.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
I love that. Okay, we'll get to that here later, but that gun, it's so cool.
All right, Jackson, what about you, man?
I'm definitely gonna have to say, whenever he met Wolfwood, who was one of my all-time favorite sidekicks,
Nicholas D. Wolfwood.
Just a good character.
In general, just really well built. I really like how goofy he is and stuff. But I don't really like the anime he was first introduced in, or the episode.
Oh my god, Trigun.
Yeah, that sucks. But the episode,
second anime, the D Chronicles,
the Nicholas D Chronicles. But the more his character grows, and like the more stuff him and Bash get involved with, and just his gun in general, he's just so.
Did you like it better
cool
when his cross was a gun, or when it just held a bunch of guns?
I like all of it.
I like it.
Handguns more.
Really?
Just
I
come out.
like guns, sir.
I love handguns.
I like who was it, Vash or was it Meryl? He's like, I thought you were a man of God. He's like, I didn't claim to be a good one.
He's like, well, it's filled with a whole lot of mercies.
Oh, do you know the D is Russian? I forgot what it completely says, but it actually means man who smokes pack daily.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, that's what it actually means. His middle name is in Russian, man who smokes pack daily.
Never not smoking.
Yeah, I know.
And definitely like the opening theme song. I mean, to me, that's honestly a best moment of the entire anime. It is so good.
I still can't believe that's one guy.
Yeah.
To be honest, that blows my mind.
There's some guitarists out there that just ridiculous.
They rip it.
I can't believe how fast they're going.
And best moments, man. There's not a whole lot of bad moments. There's some really, really good fights where, and I love the stuff that Vash is capable of doing. Just in his fights, like when he gets epic and serious, it is.
You like when his mood just
notch. Yeah.
Charming face.
Ah, man, Vash. Just
Sparkling eyes.
Who do y'all like better, Vash or Wolfwood? Because I really go back and forth with these two. They're both amazing.
I like them both, but I have to say Vash.
Really?
Between those two
Yeah.
or just out of all of them?
Between those two.
Vash.
Between those two, I would say I like Vash's charming side, the funny, charming side, and then Wolfwood's just like, straight,
I'm gonna kill you.
gung ho.
Yeah, because
Just have a smoke with me, bro.
I'm always in.
Wolfwood
kill.
has no obligations not to kill people. He does kill people,
Yeah.
and Vash doesn't. So
Well, Vash tries not to.
he tries not to.
Yeah, which is another favorite. One of my favorite parts is whenever he has to kill that one person.
Oh yeah.
Because it's one of the more heartbreaking moments of anime for me. He really hit the voice actor who is one of Thomas's.
Johnny Young Vash.
The voice actor kills it with Vash. He goes from being super silly to super serious to real sad, whatever. He conveys all the emotions of Vash perfectly.
It was either kill that guy or save Meryl and Millie.
Yeah, and he had to kill that guy. Incredible. Dude, this is so good. Go for
Richard,
it.
what about you, Richard?
About what?
What's your
What's
favorite,
your favorite
moment in
moment?
Favorite
Trigun?
moment?
Or moments like Jackson had his
Moments.
billion, but hey,
I got more. I got back.
Millions, Jackson.
millions of knives.
Definitely the moments where Vash is like being very serious and he goes to his like really goofy side, starts dodging bullets and whatnot.
Well, as I'm watching that Rurouni Kenshin a lot, there's a lot of similarity between that when he's completely serious and he has that exasperated face, and I love that.
The serious eyes and he's like a
Yeah.
killer,
Yeah.
and then he just goes to his goofy side.
Yeah.
I do
starts
like
knocking
that.
people out.
My favorite moment has to be after. Okay, major spoilers, by the way. If you haven't seen any of Trigun, please do not watch or do not.
Just own
I
that,
think we
guys.
gave a lot of spoilers.
Don't listen to this podcast. I'm so sorry.
We've already
by the way.
spoiled them if you've listened to this part already.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe a disclaimer: watch the animes before, because we're going to talk about all the things in each show that we like.
It's our full analysis of what
We should actually put this in writing.
We will.
at the beginning.
We will.
I'll put it on captions of the episode.
But anyway,
my favorite part of the entire series. It's a small moment. There's not a lot of action in it. But like I said, major spoilers. Just anyway, it's after Nicholas D. Wolfwood dies.
Oh, that's sad.
I
dude.
know it's crushing.
Vash
Or
is-
Millie just keeps like a.
Yeah,
Oh.
she's complete. Oh yeah, Millie's completely stoic, and Vash is by himself in a town. And Vash, by the way, loves donuts. That's his favorite food. He's always in a good mood when he eats donuts. It's kind of funny, but when he buys this big bag of donuts and he's like really happy, there's children playing around him, and he's just really enjoying life. And then it suddenly hits him that Wolfwood died. It all comes down, and it's like mid sentence too, when he's like really like just saying, "Oh, I love donuts," and he starts crying.
Well, it's like a nervous breakdown because
Yeah.
he just killed that guy. He realized he died.
Yeah, Wolfwood's dead, and
And that he's gonna have to go fight his brother. So it's all weighing down on him. He gets very emotional in this scene.
And like I said, and Jackson mentioned my favorite voice actor in anime, Johnny Youngbosh.
We've had this episode. Don't gush anymore.
I'm sorry.
just let him have his moment.
That moment right there is, oh my god, it's good. It just conveys all the emotion that Vash has at that, or everything that's been building in the series into that one point, and he breaks down completely, and that's my favorite part is how well they wrote that, and it really like just happens too. You don't really expect it because
there's kids playing. He's eating donuts. There's like a
you
fountain in the
expect
background.
it to be real happy.
Yeah.
Well,
Damn.
he's even in one of like Richard's, like he's in one of his happy moments. You got the over exaggerated eyes and looks and everything else, and he just snaps. And I was going, oh my god, that's really good. And I don't know, that was my favorite moment. So,
So what did he pay, or what did he use to pay for that big bag of donuts?
there's a small issue with the Trigun universe.
There's a currency in this universe.
I have no clue what the exchange rate is.
It's called double dollars.
Double dollars.
And he's worth how much?
60 billion.
60
billion.
billion.
Which is
double
probably
dollars.
more than the entire planet with how crappy it
So
looks.
is that 120 billion or what is a double dollar?
Yeah, is that a 2 single dollars?
Is that a dollar glued to another dollar? What is it?
If I had $1
Are those
and I
half
gave
dollars?
it to him, would that just be 50 cents? Would that be a 50-cent dollar? Like what?
Well, they never,
What is it, Trigun?
They never even bring it up.
What is it?
Anything that they mention, like when they pay for food, it's.
I don't know. Also, you'd think people would know what Vash looks like with that kind of an outlaw price going around.
Yeah,
he
I
just
know,
walks
right?
into cities, like, and then all of a sudden, that's the $60 million dollar man! Oh my gosh! After, he's in a fight or whatever.
I love how they're like, is that him? When his picture on the thing
it's
is like
clearly
perfect.
him, wow, people, you guys are morons.
Hair, shades, coat.
He's not holding a gun.
Blonde, spiky hair. I mean, that is a dead giveaway.
Speaking of, I think Vash's design is so stinking cool.
Yeah.
Like, just the spiky blonde hair with the... Because it's an old Western style and, like, it's supposed to kind of look like the Old West, but, like, he has his own look, totally.
Didn't you always want his glasses?
I always wanted his
I actually
glasses.
looked up online to see how much a pair of those would cost. $70.
Really?
Not
A
bad.
professionally
take
made
that, yeah.
sunglass, like a really
Nice.
high quality sunglasses in that style that he has with the little lightning bolts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Orange
$70.
I thought they
I
were
think I'm going to buy those. I think
They
you're going to
were
buy that.
cool. I took a look at them, and like the reviews I read were like, these are like great like glasses, like not just like great like cosplay crap. This is like really like it's a really good like made sunglasses.
It's not a bad price.
That's
either.
kind of cool.
I think I'm going to buy that.
So okay,
So
speaking
they
of his
cost
appearance,
70 double dollars, or do they?
Is that 140 single dollars?
We're all fucked. Okay, speaking of his appearance, do you like it when his red coat is over exaggerated, or do you like
A
it
little
when
bit,
it's like
yeah.
that? Okay.
See, I like
Like
the
in the
over-exaggerated and the whenever he finally puts
Yeah.
the glass
Yeah.
on, you're like,
I like
oh,
it when it's
on.
like billowy and almost like a
Like in the beginning?
yeah,
time?
like when it's like a cape almost, like
Yeah.
over like envelops everything. I love that.
You know what's crazy? Like when he first takes off the coat and he's
Dude,
like
that
all
freaks me
scarred
out.
up,
Yeah,
Metal.
and
That is so
Metal
Kenshin,
plates
though.
everywhere.
That's
Yeah.
so
Meryl
Kenshin.
like freaks out
and
too.
His
his
arm-
right arm's not even like
Yeah.
real. It's like metal. And it's
And
Is
like-
it right or left?
That's
machine
actually
gun
a
arm?
deep part in the anime.
His left arm,
Yeah,
Because he chooses not to heal
Yeah.
himself.
yeah.
You know, because
or take
Because
the
that's
easy
the
way out.
arm that guy took, isn't it? Or now has
No,
Nice.
Blue Summers.
Blue Summers.
no, yeah. He also chooses not the easy way out, and so he has to fight his way out, and that also causes him to get more injuries because he doesn't choose to kill somebody and eliminate a threat right away. So speaking of Vash's appearance, what about Vash himself? What what is he? Because I have no freaking clue.
He's the 60 billion double dollar man.
The humanoid typhoon?
But he's also a plant, apparently.
I think Johnny put it the best. He's just pure energy.
Okay, in the universe of Trigun, they have these energy machines which are called plants. And on the spaceship, when transporting all the humans to a different colony, apparently Vash and his brother were born from the plants. They never explain anything on this. They just call them plants. In the manga, they kind of introduce some spiritual elements, like they might be angels or something like that.
Which would make some kind of sense because he gets those feathers when
Yeah.
he uses his beam or whatever that's called.
Yeah, the angel arm.
Yeah.
And that right there is the angel arm too. Then like the feathers acts as like armor, and he even has wings. I think Jackson mentioned that at one point.
In the manga. This
Yeah.
is not... The anime and the manga are real different, but honestly, I didn't really read the manga. I was just kind of looking because it's drawn really crappy, in my opinion.
It's not that great.
But, like, there's certain, like, scans where he clearly has, like...
Wings.
Yeah. You're
But
just like,
They
what? You
included
know?
that.
It's like
in-
Goku on that in the ending of season whatever.
Yeah,
it's
but
like
he's...
Angel,
you know,
and he's like,
he's a dead guy with a halo. That makes a little more sense than Vash, you know? Like,
Well, they never really explain it. I mean,
and then they say he's like
how old?
Six-
he's
600 years-
he's 131 years
130
old.
years old.
In fact, when
Right.
Vash
He lives a very long time.
Yeah.
when Knives was building the gun, like in the remnants of that old ship, yeah, he just like stood there for a year.
Which is kind of cool how to see like how he got to that point because first off they're alone,
Yeah.
and then like 30 years later the people start to colonize, and then like few years later, there's like cities and everything, which was kind of cool to see in their backstory.
But yeah, I like how time really doesn't mean all that much to Vash, because like I said, in that one part, he was just standing there for a year.
Yeah.
That's all he did. He just waited for Knives to come back down.
At the same time, though, he's got this. He's obviously brilliant, like with the way he's able to like analyze a gun and like. But whenever he's doing that, he's like calculating like bullet trajectory and stuff. Like he knows
by the angle of the gun. Yeah.
Yeah, and by the speed, which like he's really like it's almost like he's on his own speed kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what he uses to dodge bullets.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like time really doesn't matter because I don't know. Vash is one of the most confusing characters, origin-wise and ability-wise, that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
You know who's not Monkey D. Luffy?
Let's talk about that some other time, jerk bag.
Does Knives, his arm have a name?
The dark and the light arm is what Vash has the light and Knives has the dark angel arm.
It's just dark.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Plus, with all like the religious overtones of the show, with Nicholas D. Wolfwood being like a priest,
massive cross,
and stuff. Knives is obviously supposed to be some kind of devil figure, something horrendously evil, the exact polar opposite of Vash, and Vash wins out in the end. But it's just like I don't really understand what the anime is trying to convince people that these guys are.
Even like with Knives, him being like the devil, where he hates humanity, which is
he wants to
supposedly
kill
God's creation, I guess. But he hates humanity completely, and Vash loves it.
He finds him inferior, and Vash does not.
Yeah.
I don't even know if Knives so much hates humanity, but like
just finds him so inferior that
like because whenever they're on the train. Mm-hmm. And that kid is helping Vash out, and he's like, why? Because Vash got shot in that episode in the side.
That's a good episode, actually. I love that.
Yeah, I love that whole little. But anyway, whenever Vash is like, kind of still crawling up or whatever, he's reminded of Rim, one of the few animes too, by the way, that has kind of good like backstories ish.
Yeah. That was a creepy episode too, though.
Mm-hmm. And he's reminded of Rim, and he's like, I'm doing this because of her, and I also don't know what Rim is supposed to signify either. But Vash and Knives both learned everything they did from Rim.
Yeah.
If we had a bit more schooling, maybe we could analyze it. But from a regular viewer's point, it gets kind of confusing.
Yeah. It's a lot deeper. He's a lot deeper.
Yeah. I do like at the end of the anime, Vash being who he is, doesn't kill Knives. He just knocks him out and then just carries him, takes him
wherever he takes him. But
I want to know what.
Well, he takes him back to like the city, and you can see like him waving at Meryl. I'm like,
where do you leave him?
Leave him alone. Yeah, he left the guns too. I'm like, might need those. But no,
but I thought it was cool. Like they're still brothers. He's not gonna kill him.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, is that Vash really does love Knives. He really does. Yeah. Even as
Knives does too. He just has his plan and trying to see it through. Like
he even tries to get Vash to come along with it. Every single time he always asks him to come along with it.
Yeah.
And Vash doesn't want to. I mean, and that's kind of cool about being a brother too, is that even if your brothers don't agree with you, you still love them. Yeah. And that's kind of funny to see that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I love Vash as a character and Knives as a character. It's really deep, I guess.
But I think we all have a communal love of another character. Who is that?
Who is that, Jackson?
The wolf.
Nicholas smokes a pack daily. Wolfwood. All right, this guy is.
I'm so sorry about that.
Jackson had a breakdown. This guy is possibly one of the few characters in an anime that can actually rival the coolness of a main character.
He's just so cool. He's so laid back. He just so good.
You kind of have that like in, I guess, Dragon Ball Z, where Piccolo's pretty cool, Vegeta's pretty cool, but you're still always going to choose Goku.
And he's kind of on par with.
Yeah, and he is actually almost on par with Vash in abilities, and I guess that's almost a Vegeta thing.
It's not like Goku in like the others, where Goku's like obviously way above them.
Yeah.
There are times when
he helps him out. Like saves his life a couple times.
Well, there's times where he almost killed him too.
Yeah.
In fact, Badlands Rumble, they went up against each other for a second. They're like, oh wait, no, we can do this a different time. We need to get on with this. Nicholas D. Wolfwood is actually like in like I read some polls. They're almost exactly even with each other. Now, that's pretty big because Vash is a really cool character, but the way that they did Wolfwood was just so badass.
The only bad thing about Wolfwood is he makes smoking look too cool.
I know. That's I actually read that too. Is that the reason why is because people didn't like that he smoked so much. I'm like, really?
Like, have you ever seen that man's ashtray?
It was massive.
It's ridiculous.
And he probably drinks it. Like, he probably. After
he
he's done.
drinks and smokes at the same time.
Don't want to waste this. All right, Jackson. Why do you? Because I know Jackson is actually the one that got me into Trigun. We were sitting down in the living room. He's like, "We gotta watch this. You gotta watch this." I'm like, it looks kind of cool, but I'm not quite. He's like, "You gotta watch this." And he made me skip to the episode, which I thought was weird.
The first 4 episodes are filler for whatever reason. They're so good.
I do like the second one.
They're still good.
Where they go and try to get that water for that town. I always like that episode.
They're still good episodes, but he made me skip all the way to the 4th episode where Nicholas D. Wolfwood shows up. And I have to admit, it was pretty cool.
I think that's the anime's peak is when Vash and Wolfwood are together, you know?
Cool.
They make they're so similar, but they have these different ideals that they're always tugging at, and
they're still friends.
Yeah, they're bros for life.
They have the same ideals, but different ways to approach it.
Mm-hmm. And
do you like Nicholas D. Wolfwood's little portable confession box?
I thought that was hilarious. And he throws it on people's heads, and I just want to have that. Like, do you need to confess it? And then just walk away or something, just like. I don't know. You could do all sorts of stuff with that, but I think Wolfwood is so cool because of his gun. He kind of reminds me of sort of like a Spike. He has that same coat and stuff.
He has that kind of air. Just plain cool.
He's just so cool. I like his beard and everything.
Yeah.
But
do you like his relationship with Millie?
I always found that kind of weird.
It kind of seemed a little
large woman, whole lot of woman.
But he kind of did like her from the beginning. So it wasn't completely out of there, but when it happened, I'm like, oh my.
Yeah.
No, I just find it weird that
they always kind of play with each other and stuff.
Yeah. Wait, play with each other?
Probably.
Play.
I mean, there was that one night.
Well, that is true. Well, they did.
That was flirted.
Yeah, they did. What about you, Richard? Do you like Nicholas D. Wolfwood as much as Jackson?
Not as much as Jackson.
Almost.
I have to go to the dark side on this one.
You like him because of that?
No, I mean I like another character.
Oh, another character.
Right.
Oh, Vash.
My
bad. My bad.
No,
he's not the dark side. He isn't the dark side.
Which character do you like?
Legato.
Oh, Legato!
Legato Blue Summer. Just purely because of the psychic powers.
Yeah.
He's got Vash's arm.
Vash's arm.
Yeah.
Do you like
He's very
His
traditional.
backstory.
anime.
I don't know about his backstory, but
Yeah, well, in the manga, it gets a little weird. I'm not gonna go into that. That was.
He's
weird.
very traditional anime kind of bad guy.
yeah.
Just that kind of pretty boy almost kind of.
And he is.
And he's super evil.
Well, he
He's
is.
almost more evil than Knives. He's more.
Yeah.
Well, he's
crazy.
He's the bad guy for most of the series, more than even Knives is. Knives is just the ultimate showdown that you
It's like Knives' second.
He is his second in command. Yeah.
He always sends him.
Well, when he first meets Vash in that town by the water fountain, and everybody kind of
Eating
freaks
donuts.
out. Yeah, eating donuts again.
So he's slow motion.
So
He's just
crazy.
and then the fight happens after he eats that one donut.
That
I'm
was
gonna go.
very-
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna watch that episode after this. That is such an awesome fight.
The water fountain part was a very free part for me because the little kid, he grabs that little kid and he's about to control him, blow him up or something with his psychic powers, and Vash because they're back to back. Vash gets up and Blue Summers is just like this, he's not even touching him.
Yeah.
That was so crazy.
You like his design and everything else too?
The spikes on the shoulder.
Yeah, spikes on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Well, it was always kind of weird. It looked like the way that Legato was designed was almost like a mockery of Vash. Like he had the weird dark trench coat, and his arms were even. I think one was fake too.
One was Vash's.
Was it Vash's?
Yeah.
Oh, that was it. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
That's why Vash has the fake arm with the gun.
Yeah, that's
Trigun. That's why they call it
the Trigun. Yeah.
No, well, it's Trigun because he's got the
angel arm, the fake arm.
I always thought that was because of I always thought that was because of Nicholas, because the last shot fired in the anime is the cross gun. You know what I mean? I always thought that was what that was. I always thought that.
Well, you never know. I mean, knowing this anime, who knows? But no, that's actually kind of a cool thing, because maybe this is Knives' version of how Vash should be. I don't know.
How he always
how
wanted
he wants
Vash
him to be. Yeah.
But this is still a human, though, right?
Yeah, he's still a human.
So, why did Knives pick these guys out, you think? These specific humans with their weird powers? The samurai dude and the French horn guy, or the saxophone guy, who I always thought had a latest power.
We have to kind of go into that, because Vash is also hunted by Knives' henchmen. Mm-hmm. How many were there? 9? Or 7?
I think seven.
Seven.
Yeah.
So which one was your favorite? Because I like the sniper dude. But that majorly long...
that
barrel.
That's so cool.
Old dude's like...
It's like 30-yard long barrel.
Yeah. I like the way he goes out, too. He's like Vash was like interrogating him, and he's like shoots himself. I'm like, damn!
Yeah.
I did like that robot. You know when he went up into that like spaceship kind of city thing? That robot that he fights, you remember him?
Yeah, I remember that.
That guy was always pretty cool to me.
Yeah, the puppeteer guy.
Yeah.
Of all the things, I like the lady whose eyes created the illusion.
Yeah.
Because I love the way Vash beat her when he cut his thumb,
pain,
and he focused on the pain, and she ran past him, and he was just like, it's like, what the heck just happened? I don't know. He had a little Batman moment there.
Yeah.
Where he's just like, yeah, you're seeing into my eye or something like that. He eyes into him, and I was just like, you go, Vash. Yeah, you're the man.
Okay. Speaking of weapons, there's a variety of weapons in the Trigun universe. Lots of bullets being fired too. If the name doesn't give it away. Vash carries I think it's I want to say 10-inch, 45 long Colt revolver, and it's a 6 o'clock barrel. That means that in a rotating chamber, when you pull back a hammer, the bullet goes into the next chamber, and that's normally on top. This one's on the bottom, and it's kind of weird. But the way they design that is because of when the angel arm is activated, the pop comes off, and the angel arm is created. You can see like the energy cylinder. It's a badass looking gun. But no, the bullets are like as big as my index finger, and that's like almost 4 inches. It's a big ass bullet.
Yeah, just to kind of give you an idea, the very first guy he ever fights, where he actually shoots the gun, I think, is that dude with the spinning hand.
Yeah.
And in the manga, because I remember going to this, because this might be my favorite fight, but it's Trigun. They're all good.
They're all good.
But because the guy's hand that he shoots, it says in the manga that it has the power of a train, like it can stop a train.
That makes sense.
And Vash with 5 bullets, like completely directs that thing off course, which is pretty ridiculous if you think about it. Yeah. But that gun has some serious power.
He's almost always out of ammo too. He actually has to find ammo for this damn thing.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know
I love at the end fight when him and Knives are fighting, and they like empty their clips, and they're all like falling in, like, flying in the air, and they just like pick them out of the air and start loading again.
That last fight, man.
And then they do that Russian roulette thing. Where it's like
I like whenever they're like doing their little hand combat thing, and they're both like aiming at each other, and they're both.
It's so Metal Gear Solid.
It is. Oh man.
So more weapons. Meryl's Derringers. Those make an appearance.
Gatling gun thing.
Well, that's Millie's.
The little guns, the little one shots.
The little one shot
guns. Millie.
Those make an appearance like once. I think she uses them like once.
Yeah, she's like a little flying squirrel with them. Like,
she's got like a billion of them in her coat. Yeah. Then you have Millie's stun gun, which I thought was kind of cool.
Yeah, I've always liked that.
So heavy.
Yeah, it's so freaking heavy. She always accidentally hits people with it.
Oops, the strap broke. And
like knocks somebody out.
How do you like whenever, is it Vash or Knives, whenever he has both because Vash and Knives' gun
Knives.
has the capability of becoming the angel cannon.
Yeah, it's the
And
guns
they're both
that make
like-
the cannon.
Yeah.
Knives just like this.
Yeah, and you're just like, whoa, that's
No,
gonna be great.
I like it when he freaks out again with the angel arm because that's the first time he activated it. And he's pointing a weapon towards Knives
Knives,
because he shot him before. That's how he got away. And he's like, "You're gonna aim it at me again?"
Yeah.
I like how he freaks out right there.
I like when they both use their arms against each other.
And
It
it
makes that
cancels-
black hole kind of thing.
Oh
That was
yeah.
awesome.
Like implodes.
But,
So we're kind of beating around the bush to one of the most famous weapons of the Trigun universe, and
His arm.
the Wolfwood Cross.
the
the
Wolfwood
cross.
aka the Punisher.
Is that what it's called?
That's what it's called.
Wolfwood's so
Right.
cool.
Yeah.
I shedded a little tear. Sucking it back up. Sucking it back up for later.
This gun is next to Vash's revolver is probably the coolest gun. Like I said, these guys are pretty much head to head on coolness. This thing is a massive cross, about 7 feet tall. Because they're
It's a little
both
taller than him. Yeah.
They're both like 6 feet.
Yeah,
They're
very
pretty tall. And it's a massive cross that he carries on his back.
And it looks like. And doesn't he use it kind of like a Gatling gun?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 It's able to fire these huge, like, I'm gonna guess like maybe 7-inch like shells. They're huge.
Whenever he shoots it like this, it's always like a shot from the ground to him.
I
So
know.
it makes him look big. He's like,
And he also carries these little 45
In the
semi-automatic
in
pistols.
the arms on the side of the cross, kind of.
Yeah. He has like 20 of those things. 'Cause he like throws like one to like Vash too, and he's still using them.
yeah.
It's like Desperado up in there.
I
Yeah.
love it whenever Wolfwood, like those 4 guys, are like, golly, and they all have to pick it up and they throw it, and he's just
Yeah.
like one hands it.
He just catches it.
Catches it and puts it on his
And
back.
then, what is that made out of? It's just full of mercy. It's just like,
He's like the only one that can carry it
Yeah.
besides Vash.
yeah.
I think it was pretty funny. There you go. They're compatible.
There's all sorts of little innuendos. Where,
When you can find a woman that can carry your gun, that's the
A
woman
woman
you
you want.
need.
Oh.
Oh, girl.
You get a high five for that girl.
What about Marilyn Vash?
I don't really see it.
I just don't even know what Vash is. I don't know if he can even do that. Like,
I see it
Well,
more
it's
of
very
a-
one-sided because you know that she likes him a lot.
yeah.
She even like admits it, and it's kind of weird. Vash is like, "Oh, okay,
Still over him.
Yeah.
yeah, I still love."
Not over that last
Even
one.
though she raised me, I still love her.
Have attack. Or sorry, the Clash of the Titans
There's
going on.
there's supposed to be a Trigun too, and it was
Yeah, I remember
Wolfwood
that.
and Millie's baby, and somehow he was
Cool.
I
better
do
than
remember
Vash,
that.
which I always
Because
wanted
he's
to watch
full of
it.
mercy.
He can't be better than
whoa,
Vash.
whoa
I'm
there.
sorry.
Transition to mercy.
Yeah, so much mercy.
It had to be transferred.
But yeah, just
There are a ton of weapons in this thing, and
The rocket launcher.
I forgot about that one.
When I meant his arm, I meant his little gun. His little,
yeah, that little machine gun arm.
Yeah.
I like it. The first time it comes out, that's the first episode where Wolfwood he
Yeah.
meets him, like, and his arm's just on fire, but you never actually saw what shot.
Yeah.
It's like that was cool, But
He realized his arm is not his.
yeah,
With his his little hidden gun that it's in his arm. I like how they kind of like led up to that when they first meets Wolfwood down in the ship with all the robots, and Wolfwood like looks up because he has Vash's gun at that point to defend the girl, and he looks up and like Vash is like still running. He's like, where did the shots come from?
yeah.
I love that. And then they reveal it later on that he has a second gun, and it's a pretty cool reveal too. But I don't know. What's your favorite weapon, Jared?
I just like his gun.
Vash's?
Yeah.
How about you? What about you, Jack?
It's so close, like that. Either that cross or Vash's gun. They're both so
Like
cool.
I usually like anime made me love swords, so I usually like swords. But
Yeah.
that was the first anime where I was like, it's a cool gun.
Yeah, it's a pretty sweet gun.
Did you like the samurai dude?
Not really.
Really, I kind of liked him. I thought he
I
was.
mean, he was
fine.
cool, but he wasn't like if
You know
I
what?
don't know.
You know what? Nobody ever talks about. I'm going to talk about it. I'm doing it.
do it.
His knife boot.
Oh, I about that knife boot.
Nobody ever talks about the knife
How many
boot.
times does he use the knife boot?
He used it like 3 times, but it's good.
Yeah, he uses it like
Only in sticky situations when he's
Yeah,
tied up.
I do not have any bullets.
Yeah.
Dude, I forgot about that knife.
The knife boot's cool. Or is it the boot knife?
I don't know what it's called.
Is the boot the knife or is the knife the boot?
Is he wearing a knife?
Mind blown.
Mine is exploding right
I don't
now.
mind.
What about you, Richard? What's your favorite weapon of the series?
Favorite weapon. Let's see.
Drop some knowledge. Sorry.
I think I'm gonna have to go with the cross. I just really like.
Yeah,
I'm
fair.
a gun guy because I like the cross because you can hide so many guns in there.
There's more than one gun. It has like 4 or 5 abilities.
And you can just like take cover behind
Yeah, he
it.
uses it as a
One
shield
thing-
most of the time too.
One thing we haven't mentioned is he always has like a tarp on the cross.
Yeah.
And I like when he just taps it and opens it and the straps just go all over the place.
That was pretty cool.
Do you like the fight where he's fighting his mentor?
Oh yeah, the guy with the glasses.
What does he use in that fight?
He uses a dual cross gun.
Yeah,
He does, yeah. They're smaller.
They're smaller though. Not as big as Wolfwood's, but they're still pretty bad A.
But not as bad A though.
He's always
Not-
eating
Not
apples.
as bad.
Yeah, he's eating an apple. Yeah, I remember that.
He's a Disney villain.
Can y'all refresh my memory as to why that guy was bad, considering he's Wolfwood's mentor?
He
Knives got to him, didn't he?
Yeah, he was
It
one.
was?
Well,
Right.
he took Wolfwood took his mentor's place as one of Knives'. What was it? The hired gun. They had a name.
No,
Guns
they had
for hire.
Guns for hire. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're the Guns for hire is what they were. He took his place. Yeah, that's why they're fighting. Because then Wolfwood say he doesn't want to do it anymore because of Vash is his friend now. You know, and they can't have that, so he has to kill him.
Gotcha.
How does Knives kill Legato? Like,
I think
because
he,
you
like,
remember he like stumbles back into
He like
his lair.
snaps his neck.
Wait, does Knives kill him?
Yeah.
He kills him. I think he like snaps his neck, dude.
Oh no, no, it's the saxophone dude.
Vash kills Knives. Vash kills
Because he's
Legato.
got to shoot that guy.
yeah, because Legato forces Vash to.
Oh, you're right.
Cut
Right.
out all the
Yeah.
people.
But I
He's
remember
about
him.
to make everybody go suicide,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and Vash has to kill him.
But I remember Knives like brutally killing somebody.
I think it was.
Everybody
Yeah, like
he met?
blood.
No, but like shockingly, like whoa.
I
Yeah.
forgot what he.
Yeah, like
he
blood
did.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Like,
It was like his big reveal.
Did he like
too.
crush his head? Like,
Yeah.
That's what it was. I don't remember who it was to. It was like one of the guys that failed him, and he was just
Yeah.
like, and he just kind of, and you could, it doesn't show anything, but you can kind of totally
What's
know what
funny
happens.
about that is like in the new Star Trek, I was like, he did a Knives.
You have to pull the knife.
Someone watch Trigun.
Okay, my favorite weapon, and I'm just because it's black and black is my favorite color,
Oh my
is
gosh.
Knives'
I
revolver.
knew it. Knew it.
What a man.
Oh, what a man.
You are something else here.
It's cool.
It is. It's a cool guy.
And in the beginning music, you can see when the two
Yeah,
guns
they
go
go-
up against each other. That is so cool.
Yeah.
I was when I didn't even know who Knives was. I'm like, what's the black one? That looks so cool.
A young Thomas in his room.
It's
What
like
is that?
Your blood vessel in your eye just popped. Look, the black one!
When did we get to see it?
I love it, mommy.
Well, I think we're about wrapping this one up. This has been a very awesome podcast, and we have to thank our special guest.
About an awesome anime
Oh wait,
and an awesome special guest.
Richard, thank
Thank
you.
you for
being
joining
here.
us today,
Thanks for
Richard.
jumping in, man.
anytime.
Hopefully you can do it again very soon.
And like I said, this guy is our anime guru. He when we need advice on anime, we go to Richard.
We go to Richard.
We go to Richard.
He
We go to
introduced me
Richard for
to
a lot of things,
things.
actually. All
Learned
things.
about Soul Eater way before Soul Eater became a thing from Richard.
Wait, Richard, I know this isn't maybe the right time for this. What do you feel about Inuyasha?
I like
Because
it.
Oh Lord.
that might be what we're talking about
I said
next.
like. I said like. I didn't say love.
He meant love.
Towards the end, it's like confusing, and I stopped for like.
Yeah,
I stopped watching it literally for like 3 years, and then after 3 years, it's like might as well finish it.
That's
I guess.
everyone.
I'll
That's
give it a
everyone.
chance.
That's
That's the universe,
Yeah.
sir.
well, that's probably what we're going to talk about next.
Inuyasha.
In Inuyasha. Because me and Jackson have some things to say.
Oh boy,
Roshishomaru make an appearance.
We have some
Of
jockeying to
course.
talk about.
my lord!
How dare you!
Anyway,
We'll tear it up.
this has been a Select Your Player anime podcast. I'm Thomas,
Jared,
I'm Jackson.
and our very special guest star.
Richard.
Thank you for listening to us. Good
thank
night.
you, everybody. Good night.
Good night.